Hello, hello. I am ad129, and this is going to be GeForce 100%. Oh, there we go. Yeah. I'll get into the game once we actually get started. So, timer will begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. All right. So, GeForce was a game that came out in 2009, and basically it's about, if you know GeForce the movie, um this is GeForce the video game. Same story, except instead of, the story ending like after Saber Sense is activated, we actually expand upon it in this story. And so this is why I like the video game more in terms of than the movie, because the story here makes is more action filled. So yeah, right now this first level we're doing is just a basic tutorial level, just learning how to play the game. And yeah, so what defines 100% is we have to basically collect 50 silver data discs and 8 golden data discs. So we're going to be collecting all of those while also trying to do the normal objectives we would do. So yeah. So the first 3 levels are just what we do in any percent, since there's not really any golden any disc or all that to collect in those levels. So it's just gonna be relax any percent for a bit. So yeah, I'm also doing a game mode called Special Agent Mode, where I'm given 2 lives or 3 lives, and then also the enemy's healths are way higher. This is just because it adds an extra level of difficulty to the run. It's optional to run on this mode. I'm just doing it for the content. But yeah. So now we're in the first official level of the game. This is Saber's mansion. So going more into the story, Saber is an inventor of multiple appliances that use this special type of software, I guess you would call it, called SaberSense. And so basically what we're trying to do is we're trying to find out what's going on with SaberSense and all this, because we suspect that there's something bad that's gonna happen. Yeah, here we're doing some out of bounds. This was the first ever out of bounds discovered in this game. This was discovered around 2017. It's just we aim our gun towards the facing away from the pipe, and then we just do a backflip, which will just push us out of bounds. It's a very weird and simple glitch. It's very funny. Here's our trusty sidekick Mooch. He will help us basically get through pipes and vents and all that Darwin, our main character, cannot normally get through. And so we're going to be using Mooch to help us do stuff like this, like get over to this little switch to activate the door. And yeah. Yeah, as you can see, the graphics for this game are very good. It's like for a 2009 game. Like I have the game running on like the sides of my monitor, and it's like a decently large monitor.
Mooch, listen up. Once you've got that key card, you're gonna have to find another way out. You won't get through those fans carrying that payload.
Darwin, hate to rush you, but we don't have much time before countdown.
All right. As you can see, Mooch can help us carry a lot of those items that normally would kind of just be hard for us to grab as Darwin, and so that's why we mainly use Mooch as well, to just grab items that are just like completely out of the way. You can also slow down time, which is also very helpful.
Couldn't have gone smoother.
Alright. So we just skipped the cutscene there, unfortunately. Basically, that cutscene we skipped shows all the different appliances that got activated because of Saber Sense. So here are our first official enemies of the game. And basically, they are just now you can see they're becoming alive, and it's very scary to see this. So yeah, now our goal is to just escape the mansion because it's such a dangerous place now. And so that's the end of the first main level.
Darwin, where are you?
I love the way that this game is structured story-wise because it's structured in chapters. So we like the previous level it was in chapter 1, now we're in the second chapter.
I'm doing my best.
Doing great, Boris. We all miss specs, but we'll manage.
So it's great that the story is very it works very well.
Picking up more SWAT all over the place.
Unit 5 report.
All right.
We've got hostile contact with
Yep. I love getting bullied by these enemies.
Change for the room you're in. Be
It
careful,
happens
Darwin.
way too often.
Guys, Saber Sense is most definitely activated.
All right. And then here's just some cutscenes
We throw away more food than Mr. Saber and his fancy friends.
explaining how the story
All
is.
these appliances. The
How
food
you're
prices
gonna see how the
don't
story is
say.
gonna progress.
Don't say that, or we'll be out of a job.
Whoa! Hey, let's get out of here! Right.
All right, we're gonna do another out of bounds here.
His waffle irons are after me.
This one is another simple one. We use a box to basically just push us out of bounds. Very easy out of bounds. This one was also discovered around 2017, 2018. And yeah, that's the end of this level. This skipped a major part of the level, by the way.
Darwin, I've just arrived on site.
But we basically
He's on his way to
have to. We made the discovery that we want to basically discover a way to stop all the computers from rebelling and trying to kill everyone, basically. That's the easiest way to describe it. Here we got introduced to kiosk, and this is where 100% truly begins. So here are our silver data discs. We're going to be collecting 50 of them, so that's our first one. And then here, we're going to be doing an out of bounds.
too high. I'll never make
This out of bounds specifically was discovered around 3 weeks ago. This game had a massive renaissance, as most people call it, in terms of just the amount of glitches we found. Like we discovered glitches that saved over like a total of like 10 minutes within the any percent, which is like a significant amount. All right, we're gonna land out of bounds here. I discovered this part of the route. We're gonna be going into this area like that, and we're gonna be maneuvering Mooch to a way so that we can basically get these data discs without going into the main area. So just like that. Oh, there we go. Just like that. So we just collected all the data discs in the level, and now we just have one more disc, and this is gonna be our introduction to the first type of golden disc. I'll get into that once we are into the final area. As you can see, this game is very glitch heavy.
Now this should be interesting.
You can scan objects in the stabilizer to gather information.
Yeah. Here we're just fighting these enemies. Alright. So we're fighting these two types of enemies. This one is the computer with the computer fans. And then also, we are also introduced to the alarm clocks, who just fly around and just try to cause as much chaos as possible. They're one of the most annoying enemies in the game because they just get in your way, and sometimes when you're flying, they'll just hit you randomly. Right. One more hit on this guy. And like I said, I'm playing on special agent mode, which it basically doubles this guy's health, which is not fun sometimes, but just like that, he's dead. Normally it takes 3 bullet shots to kill him. I think here it took 5. So yeah, here's our golden disc, our first one. Okay, we're gonna shoot this elevator, and now we have some cutscenes. So we get to relax for a bit finally, after a bit.
To your progress to the computer, Darwin.
Listen up, D. I got some hot new gear from Ben, and I'll be with you in a New York minute.
Just don't drop it.
And Darwin, keep us updated on your progress.
I'm eating now, and it's going well.
All right. So now we're gonna be entering the main offices. In any percent and in gunless percent. We do this glitch right here to mainly try to get ourselves out of bounds to do some certain movement. I'm doing it here for one reason, and it's because there's a disc we can get very early on, and if we're able to get it, we can kind of cut down on some time to basically just we won't have to get it in the levels coming up, because this level is reused.
They're emitting ultra-high frequency waves. I'm going to search for the speaker blueprints so you can neutralize them.
Alright, just like that.
Scans show that the blueprints are stored in the design wing of the complex. I'm updating your mission computer now.
Alright, so their fight. Gotta be careful I don't die. So yep. Yeah, now we're getting introduced to the Saberlizer. Our Saberlizer is a tool that will basically allow us to activate appliances to our will, and so with that in mind, we can basically use that to our advantage to get to different areas. So there's some text here, but basically we're going to be activating this one to get on top of that door over there. But yeah, in any percent we would do a skip where we don't do this level coming up. Instead, we would just deactivate that dish so that we can get to this area later, which just has the other level already loaded. And so instead of doing this level coming up, we just completely skip it. That was discovered in November of last year, and it was one of the biggest glitches we've ever discovered as of recent, because that saved like 4 minutes, and it's pretty big when it skipped an entire like massive level. So here we can't skip it because there are discs we have to collect. Right.
I'm toast if that thing gets its way.
Better be careful. This guy, those toasters can grab you, and then this will like absolutely ruin your day.
Whoa! I'm getting massive energy readings from that laser, Darwin. Maybe strong enough to destroy the doors.
Yeah, this is where we start to get more fun routing. So like here, we grab that disc with Mooch, and then we barely make it to this door. Just like that.
Mooch can temporarily disable green lasers by shooting the emitter with the interference beam.
Oh, I barely grabbed that. Yeah, as you can see, there's just a lot going on, and I'm at the point where I can remember how many all the disc locations and all that, but sometimes, like, especially when I was learning this category, I had a couple slip-ups and I just completely forgot, oh, there's a disc over there. And now it's a little bit too late to grab it.
Thanks, Warren.
Um,
I'm heading back to the computer center.
it happens way too often. So now we're in the final room for the level. As you can see why we would kind of want to skip this, because there's not really much we would kind of need to do in this level in any percent. It's just beating it. Yeah. We're gonna do another out of bounds here. This is my favorite type of out of bounds. We fly out, and if I oh, I didn't get it there. It's a little difficult because you kind of have to line yourself up for it. We fly out just like that. Make sure we land inbounds with Darwin so that we can fly Mooch into the CD, and then we can just do that, and we did not have to do the normal way of getting to that disc.
Motion sensors being consumed through satellite dish.
Yep, just like that. There we go.
Yes, I was wondering if you could help me. Yes, where's my taxi? 5 minutes is not good enough. Well, let me tell you something, Samantha. We have a big account with you.
Yeah, I like running 100% more than any percent because any percent has so many more glitches that are more they can kill your run more like more earlier on. But with 100%, there's like not as punishing glitches, which makes it more fun to run in my opinion. But there's still that competitive factor for any percent. Because I currently have a 114 in the any percent, and the world record right now is a what is it? A 10006 or something. And so yeah, but in 100% I have a 140 something, with world record being a 135. Yep, right here we're just killing these enemies. You can see, so you can see some of them are taking like over 10 shots to kill, or just a lot of just hitting with our melee weapon. It's just, it's the battle we deal with when running in special agent mode. Alright, that's our second data disk. We're not going to be going to the second half of this level now. I'm going to grab some ammo from here since those boxes break automatically. We're going to go out of bounds again. Line up. We're going to use Mooch to go back out of bounds. And we're going to activate an elevator because this elevator will help us basically skip this half of the level. You'll see what I mean when we actually do it. There we go. Ooh, be careful.
Torres, just a double check before I re-enter the disco. Can you confirm that my suit is ready?
All recalibrated. No worries.
They really did. Yeah.
Great.
I don't know. When I used to play this game on my DS, I definitely had nightmares about like, some of the enemies. It's definitely a horror show sometimes. Alright. Just like that. Oop. I just got absolutely destroyed by that laser. Alright. Yeah, this is a normal occurrence for this room. Just all these enemies in here trying to just kill you. It's very interesting. There we go. Trying to make sure I don't get destroyed. Alright. Go in here. So we're now going to be fighting my most hated enemy in the game. Because this enemy, the CD player, is basically he can predict your attacks all the time, and he does a heavy amount of damage. But the plasma gun just it just makes it look like butter. We're gonna line up here. This elevator did not load in properly because we activated earlier. We're gonna go out of bounds here,
All quiet here, Darwin.
just like that. We're gonna make sure we land. I am almost dead. There we go. Grab this disc. Nice. There we go. Now we're into this section. And hopefully I don't die here. This section is pretty scary. Alright, there we go. Wow. I got through that section. That section is really scary sometimes. Because we don't have a checkpoint. And if we die, we're sent all the way back to where basically that elevator at the top of the room was. So that would have been a major time loss if I died there. And that section always just scares me because those paper shredders are just the most unpredictable enemy ever. Enemies ever. There we go. It's 3 a.m. for me. It's been a day. However, I love ending it by speedrunning GeForce, so because this is one of my favorite games to speedrun. We're gonna go right here, grab, go in there first. We're gonna grab these CDs with Mooch so that we can immediately leave this area. Alright. Grab this. Alright. We're going to do an out of bounds here. Perfect. Just like that. So we're still out of bounds with Mooch. We're going to destroy these satellites. Two shots, so he's one hit. We don't want to actually kill that last one because if we do kill that last one, what will end up happening is the dish, you see how this enemy has a shield. There will be no enemy to kill for that shield, and so the game will basically just soft lock itself and keep the shield. So we just make sure we leave one so then we can deactivate that shield. And yeah, and we're just basically fighting a torch, and that's it. Without the weapon, without the plasma gun, that is one of the hardest fights in the game. Because he will fly and fly. But that's the end of the second chapter. We're now into our transition to the third chapter. This is our vehicle called the Rapid Deploy Vehicle. And this is basically an auto-scroller section. Just killing enemies, destroying boxes, and trying to get to the next area. So in terms of the lore that we completely have been skipping because there's a lot of lore. Basically, we got to the computer center after trying to find a way to get to it. But we found out that the virus that we installed into the main computer was actually the incorrect thing to upload. And so it actually made the enemies more violent. And so our current situation was basically our current situation basically turned into I'm getting glued. There we go. That was weird. I don't know what happened there. We basically had to find a big escape because if we did not, we would definitely be in very big danger. And so, everything's being thrown at me today. Jeez.
Nice and slow, guys. Coming up to a little minefield.
There we go. So we got told by Speckles, who's going to be our main person to give us a guide on what to do for this mission, and he told us that we need to go to the facility where all of these appliances are made to just shut it down completely. And so that is our current goal as of right now, is to find a way to get to the production facility.
Press the jump button to switch to other tracks when traveling along fixed pipes or rails.
Alright. Yep. This level is basically a large auto-scroller because you're going at the same speed no matter what, and you can just basically, you already know where all the enemies are going to spawn and all that. However, there are 3 places where you can get a little bit of boost, and it's when we destroy these pillars. 2 out of 3 is not bad. I mess up one of the ones earlier, but that's completely fine. Sometimes you shoot it like 50 times and it's like, nope, not gonna do it. I don't feel like it today, so it just happens. It's just the unpredictability of this game. Sometimes it wants to work, sometimes it'll just say, nope, not feeling it. Alright, and just like that, that's the end of the RDB section. There's gonna be some lore going on here, so I'll let the lore speak for itself. I have been talking for a while.
Getting a news feed coming through. Patching it in.
It is now confirmed that the unknown virus has affected appliances worldwide. Local authorities are now strongly advising everyone to avoid using or even being close to all electrical appliances until they can determine the cause of this strange phenomenon and stop it.
The clock is ticking, it seems.
Okay, G-Force, I got a plan. We have to hit the distribution area first and stop any more of these things from getting out. Then once that's done, we can take down the production plant.
No time to waste.
I'm all set, guys.
Okay. Everyone to your positions. Ready? To disengage now!
Alright, so now we're into my personal favorite chapter of the game, Production Facility, because every single category in this game has something interesting going on for every single level in this.
What's my target?
You'll see what I mean, especially when we get into the middle section.
Then hack into one of the production computers to get the factory plans. Power up the conveyor belt.
Here we get introduced to the vacuum cleaners. So this one's the automatic one. The other one is going to be, I forget what type it is, but the other one is a very annoying type because that one can actually kill you. And his aim is like very good. You'll see that later in the level. There's a CD right here. There we go. Alright, we're going to do another pipe out of bounds right here. Make sure we land inbounds. Then maneuver ourselves this way. So that we're going to do an early skip. Just like that. Oh, it's refusing currently. Hold on. There we go. I did not like that it had to take that long. Or that far. But whatever works. We're going to be going to this area, which is a later part of this section that we're doing. Alright. Wait for this cutscene to load. Go back here. And then we're going to do a very scary out of bounds, but if it's going to be okay if we get it. It's like that. Perfect. Grab this for some ammo. We just completely skipped this whole section, which is just a lot of fighting enemies and dealing with all that, and so very happy that we don't have to do all that because it can be a little bit draining to just try to kill all these enemies and then also trying to grab all these CDs. Alright. So now we're in we're pretty much halfway through this level already. This is one of the scariest rooms for the reason of there's such a big amount of distance we have to cover, and if we fall at any point to the bottom, we are basically dead. And so ideally we don't want that to happen, and so we're gonna be hoping that this vacuum cleaner that we're gonna see soon decides to cooperate with us today. Usually he does, but sometimes he just completely doesn't care. Okay, just like that. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's not good. Okay. Saved it. Please be careful. There we go. Nice. Alright, so we skipped a lot of the stuff we would do for that area normally, so I'm very happy that we're out of that section in one piece. Alright. So now we're in the production office area. This is basically where we're going to try to figure out how to kind of stop the what's it called? Not the sale, but the distribution of all the Saber Sense items. And so we're going to be figuring out how to basically stop it. But first we're going to be putting these power cores into this those slots so we can activate the elevator into the main production office. Hopefully this guy does not notice me. Alright, we're good. There's a very Goldilocks zone, I would guess you would call it, where this does not attract to you, but then that enemy does not notice you and shoot at you. Right, just like that, we just activated the elevator. Alright, here we go. So we're about to get a lot of lore here, so again, I'll let the lore talk. Ooh, please activate that. There we go.
Alright, Juarez. I'm at the production computer, and you should be getting the factory plans now.
Coming through fine. Just stand by for another minute.
Looking at this, I see a plan. Best deal with the immediate threat first. Stop the shipping of the appliances, then their production. And after that, make sure that no more microchips get made.
Sounds good, Darwin.
Who's got the marshmallow?
Alright. Grab this golden disc. And now we have one more silver disc to get before we're done with this
Darwin, I just
level.
tapped in and opened the door to the monorail control room.
Great work, Juarez.
I'm just trying to wait for this door to open. More cutscenes here.
Juarez, the button to stop the monorail is smashed. Can you find me another way?
Hold on. Got one. You've got to get to the monorails themselves. Opening the access doors now.
You're a star. Making my way there now.
Alright. Oh, wow. I actually... It makes sense why... Oh, wow. Jeez. Calm down. They were ready for me. Not even like a buffer. I died, and then they immediately try to kill me again. That is absolutely insane. Yep, we're gonna be going in here. Oh, alright, where did my speed go? There we go. So we realize that we can't deactivate all the monorails, and so what we have to come and do is we have to just go to each monorail individually and just deactivate those. So that's what we're gonna be doing right now.
Like, get
this might work.
If I can link Saber's laptop to the main
All right.
computer core, we'll have total access to Saber's files.
Pecos, that might be risky. You'll have to go back to the core. That area is crawling with those appliances.
As you can see, I'm really trying to find locations for ammo.
Torres, I've hacked into the first monorail. Maybe going
Great. Head to the
we
second
go.
station. I'm still working on your route out.
Because we fight enemies so often that we need a constant flow of ammo, and since we're also playing on special agent and enemies are they have much larger health, we have to be way more considerate of our intake or our usage of bullets. So fun fact, the enemies will literally fall to where I fall. They will die. I don't know why, they just die. But it works for me if I don't have to fight them. Here we're gonna encounter a couple enemies that are gonna become a little annoying. Okay. So yeah, there are, I guess I can mention right now the amount of versions of this game. So right now I'm running on the PC version. This is the best version to run on for any GeForce speedrun of this version. However, you can run this version of the game on PS2, PS3, PlayStation Portable, I think is what it's called, Xbox 360, and Nintendo Wii. And then there's also versions for the DS version, which has its own categories, and then the PSP version, which we mentioned earlier, which has its own different category as well. So there's a lot of versions of this game. I know, I can probably guarantee you guys know more about the DS version, or at least to what I believe, since that's what I grew up with. That's what surprisingly a lot of people grew up with. But all the other versions, I have a little thing during this cutscene I can show off. I don't know if this is just a testament to how much I love this game, or just how a little bit insane I am. This is every version of GeForce. Also, Darwin Push. I don't know if it's a testament, but I kind of own every single version. Anyways, here we're going to be doing a Out of Bounds. This was also discovered 3 weeks ago. What we're basically going to be doing is we're going to be doing an Out of Bounds here. And this one's a little bit more inconsistent. So you'll see why I say that once I get this out of bounds. It's not cooperating today. This normally happens sometimes with this out of bounds. It will just decide not to push you. Come on. I know it wants to work. It's just so interesting why it's not deciding to flip. Come on. I'll do it a couple more times. If I don't get it, I'll just do it the normal way. There we go. Flip out of bounds. We have to land on this very small sliver. Oh, that's actually not good. Okay. Okay. So, I'll just not do it again. So, I have to land on that very small sliver. And basically, there are two possibilities that can happen. Three possibilities, actually. The first one is you land on that sliver perfectly. You continue the section normally. However, if you land too close, what will happen is Darwin will just clip back and bounce. You can try it again. However, the thing that just happened to me was, if you land out of bounds and fall out of bounds, I actually have to reset the level, because if I don't, I will fall to a very, like, very far from the map, and in result, if I am lucky, the game will let me die. If I'm unlucky, which usually happens, you will just straight up crash the game. And just for the safety of the marathon, I don't want that to happen. So I just did the safe thing, and I just omitted the glitch for now, unfortunately. If this was any percent, I would have continued, because that glitch saves 6 minutes, but here it saves like 2 minutes, which it's completely fine. Right, we just got to be careful here. I'm getting bullied. Just gonna make sure. There we go. We're gonna attempt a cutscene skip here. Good thing I practiced this earlier. Ah, I didn't get it, unfortunately. It's very precise. At least we get some lore. There's some lore we can look at.
Update. I'm having a bit of a problem here. Actually, I think
So yeah, we're gonna be getting a weapon called the grapple gun, and our friend Hurley has found it, and now is in active danger. So we have to now sidetrack ourselves to go save Hurley. Hurley is my favorite character in the whole movie. He's very clumsy, and his character is just funny.
Hurley has the grapple but is in trouble. To interact with mechanical wheels, climb inside and
When you really think about it,
you can also see
Hurley really was the real hero in the movie.
the wheels simply pull away from it.
Nice. You can do some really cool movement here. Alright. I should be fine. Wow, that is interesting. I usually do get killed by that guy. This is a little shocking sometimes. Also, that paper shredder almost just walked to his death. Also, off topic, that paper shredder's gone now. The paper shredder just completely just disappears because you don't do it fast enough where like casually, so they just assume that the paper shredder is off the machine, so they just don't have to load that actor. Should be fine. Wow, that was incredibly close. If I fell there, I would have lost like a minute. And it's decently precise. That one barely worked. It usually doesn't get that close. Okay. As you can see, the movement here is very, very awesome. So yeah, just like that. We only need to kill those waffle irons to activate this cutscene.
Glad you're okay too.
For the game to think that we saved Hurley. So yeah, now we have the grapple gun.
Fast. Unless you want to play some more with the waffle irons.
say no more, amigo.
So yeah,
You gotta hurry, Darwin. Get back to the main assembly hub.
I know. Any word from Speckles?
I'm here at the
as you can see with the grapple gun, this is what we can do with it.
now.
Destroy the damage of one of your weapons.
Very awesome movement.
For a field test.
It'd be really handy
I have a suspicion I activated that turret. Yes, I did. Be careful. Alright. Should be good. Nice. Yeah, as you can see, we can get a lot of momentum with the grapple gun, so we're able to do stuff like that. Right. Now we're going to be getting our final disc in this area.
The entrance to the machinery room is dead ahead, Darwin. Leads right to the production facility. Get in there, and you should be good.
Hopefully these flame extinguishers don't actively try to kill me. Perfect. Perfect. That was a really good ending for this level. Very proud of that. Alright, so now we're in my opinion, not my favorite level. It's okay, I guess. Oh, that's the reason why. We're gonna be going on top of here. And we're just gonna be doing a lot of boost. Okay. Oh, jeez. Gotta be careful here. There we go. Alright. Oh, wow. Why is my magnet not working? Okay. Darwin did a move I've never seen before, and then he just decided to not get one of the moves he was doing. That was interesting. Yeah. Oh, he so glued me. Alright. Don't hit me, please. Good. Okay. Alright. So now we're in a decently annoying section. Remember those CD players from before? Yeah, there's 3 of them now. So, I'm gonna grab some ammo and health. I will need it. Alright. Now I get to fight you guys. This is why we have kiosk. Replenish health. Ammo upgrades. Oh, there we go. So that's the first time we use the kiosk. So we use the kiosk there to give us a ammo upgrade, which will give us an immediate refill in our ammo. Along with also just giving us an extension to our ammo capacity, which is very useful for just a very quick refill. In any percent we did have those routed, but because of the big changes we've had in the category, we have kind of we really don't need ammo upgrades anymore in that category. Okay, here we're gonna do a battery duplication. Here, the way this works, hopefully this worked. Perfect. The way this works is we drag one of those batteries at a certain angle, and we use our magnetized pulling. So then what happens is the game doesn't know what to really think about the battery inside, because we kind of technically pulled it out already once it's inside. So it just counts it as two batteries, and so that's why we're able to duplicate it. But yeah, that's the end of that. Now we're into a peculiar glitch. I'll call it that. This was discovered 4 weeks ago. This was the first glitch discovered in our renaissance of the game. We're basically going to be skipping this massive auto-scroller level. This level is, like, very long, and so we're going to basically be skipping this level. Basically, Darwin is being built, or got sent to this area, machine processing, and this is where they're building a washing machine. So here, I'm going to lock in for a bit. Oh, so close. Might, yeah, respawn. Yep, I'll just do that.
Sit rep, guys. Blaster.
It's alright, this loses like 30 seconds every attempt. So it's not that bad. It could be worse.
Stay out of their way, Blaster. Remember, we're working under deep cover here. Got it. Got a bad feeling about this. Sure there's no way out of here?
I'm looking.
Alright, we're gonna be doing it again here.
That was too close.
There we go. Second try. More like first try. We got it first try.
Sky is falling, but chunks of metal are.
Alright. Wow, that was a very immediate fall. Yep, just like that, we skipped that auto-scroller, and now we're into my favorite level to run, chip manufacturing. The reason is that in any percent, we can do a skip here that it's another pipe out of bounds. So if you remember how easy those were, we skip about 9 minutes plus of content because of that one pipe out of bounds. It's very funny. And then here we're just gonna be using multiple to grab CDs and stuff. Oh. There we go. Should be fine, maybe. Maybe make it. Oh, I didn't. It's unfortunate. Okay, I can just go that dish later if I can get into the pipe. Alright. Flip out of bounds here. This area that I'm in right now, this is actually like 3/4 into the level. So, yeah. Everything in this level is just, it's so close together. And so that's why we're able to just skip it. Anyways, we're right here. This door is not loaded, and so we're just able to go in here to grab this disc. Normally we would do a large task to get to that door, or to that disc, but the door's not loaded. We'll just go through it. Alright, and here's another just enemy rush. We technically don't have bosses in this game. The only boss, I guess you would consider, is the final quote-unquote boss, which is just, you're inside a level deactivating a massive machine. So, I don't know. Please cooperate. Here we go. I don't think that's enough. Maybe. I'll see if I have enough. Oh jeez. I don't think I have enough. Okay, we don't. So, good thing there are things here to give us ammo. Okay, there we go. Grab this golden disc. Perfect. Alright, and then this is a big cutscene. This cutscene also becomes very important later in the game.
You read my mind. Thanks.
Just hope that door holds up.
That's one angry shredder. The reinforced glass is holding. Got some scientists inside in their corner. Can you patch me into them?
Hold on. Okay, they should hear you over the speaker.
And hello, this is Special Security Agent Darwin. You okay in there?
For now, yes, but we're trapped.
Thanks to your bright idea. You thought all this was a problem with my chips. We know different now, don't we?
Okay, don't worry. If I get to a position where I can help, you two just hang tight.
Okay, Warren, got another problem here. Can't access the third airlock.
So I don't want to break your guys' hearts, but unfortunately, we do not save them. Instead, we're grabbing a disc. Oop, I'm dead. Am I dead? That's... this has never happened before. Where do I respawn? Okay, that works, I guess. Okay. I've never died in this area before, so... okay. What was I saying? We unfortunately do not save those scientists. It's simply... Oh, it loads this area. I see. That's the consequence. I forgot. Okay, that's completely fine. I guess we get to see a little bit of how you would do this in the glitchless category. Except I have no ammo, so that's gonna pose an issue. That's fine. We'll problem solve.
Laser cutters are shielded by damping equipment. You'll have to deactivate them first.
Okay.
Once done, you'll need to use a high-power beam to destroy them. Your saber-lizer will probably come in handy.
My new best friend.
Here we go. There we go. We destroy these little things. Hopefully that's gonna hit me. That's definitely gonna hit me.
Okay, now for step 2.
Alright. This is gonna be my favorite section to do, because I have no ammo for this. So we're gonna try to grab as much ammo before that area opens up.
Ship production all destroyed.
'Cause these guys are relatively annoying. Oh wow.
Back together.
Next, you have to destroy the main generator. I'm still getting data on the layout there.
I'll go there and get in position. Blaster, any news on Saber?
Tracking the signals.
Close the deal, Blaster.
Right.
This could be my new hobby.
Oh, thank goodness. We only have to kill the microwave. Perfect. Alright, so we're finally out of that level. So now we're in the generator core. This is basically where the entire production facility's energy and all power comes from. And so with that in mind, we're going to completely destroy it.
Check me on this.
And no, this game is not set in outer space, unfortunately. I mean, there are cutscenes later in the game that show the outer space, but no, this game is somehow taking place on Earth. Although the Out of Bounds are completely contradicting that. It's just how the design of the game just looks like. Just creating the atmosphere of an area, but not creating legitimate 3D space. I might get hit here. But I'm fine. Triple space program. Yeah, unfortunately. Maybe they'll make a G-Force 2, and then it's gonna be in outer space. That actually would go very good, though. A G-Force 2 in outer space would be very good. We continue the saving the world from Saber Sense by going to the moon. Something like that. That's my pitch for G-Force 2. Yeah, as you can see, we're just doing some... We're just basically trying to deactivate all these turbines, making sure that the whole facility overheats and becomes very unstable for the energy to be in. Oh, please grab it. Thank you. There we go. There we go. Perfect.
Good work, Darwin. Get to the activation lever and power up the second turbine.
Okay, good news.
Nice.
Second turbine's
Awesome.
activated. Things are heating up.
Darwin, we better
So
find
now
your
that's
safe
second
escape
turbine.
before you start
Now
the
we're going to be
next
going to the last turbine in this level.
Warrior's got an idea, though mostly it's mine.
Okay, I'm all ears.
When that system overheats, it will trigger an emergency evac hatch to open. Once it does,
Jump out and down, Darwin. Big drop. Sounds like a blast.
Sounds like my only option.
Alright, perfect. Oop, gotta be really careful here. There's so many enemies here and I'm also at low health. Oh, I might be dead. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay, good. We respawn in this area. Again, I'll say the line. That's never happened before. I've never died in this elevator, so I actually did not know where that respawn point was. Okay. Okay. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Lower. Oh, lowered. Oh, please give me the right momentum. All right. Perfect. Also, that's an interesting number of chips to have. I'm gonna bring this up in the Discord later. When you buy items, I guess it makes sense because I bought health. Actually, yeah, that makes more sense to because I bought health earlier. Because normally every single item and ammo upgrade and chip you get, they're in multiples of 5. And so why would it be in a 4? Probably because I just grabbed health. That is the most logical explanation. But sometimes my brain doesn't want to think like that. Anyways, we're at the end of the level, and we're unfortunately at the end of this chapter. Very interesting chapter. Some things that have never happened to me happened to me. Oh no, that's not good. We're gonna clip out of bounds here. There we go. And since this door is not loaded, since we kind of entered through it out of bounds, we don't have to destroy those turbines. And yeah, that's the end of the level. And now we have to escape this area before it in all entirely explodes. On the DS version, you can actually witness the explosions happening. It's honestly pretty cool. But yeah, now we're at the end of the chapter, and this is our escape. We're in another RDB level. So just more riding, more trying to escape. You can see the explosions here, though. But yeah. It's kind of crazy. I play this game. I showed you guys the big collection of games and all, but along with having every version of the game, I also have around, on Steam at least, it says I have a total of 2,300 hours. Granted, half of it is just I leave the game on and just don't close it. But also, a lot of that is still I play the game way too much. Yeah, call me crazy, but in my opinion, that just makes me a more credible speedrunner for the game, because that means I dedicate my time into the game. Yeah. Yeah, not much happening here. It's just we're just riding around, just trying to escape.
Now this is bad.
Okay, there we go. Nice. So I did some things there so I can maintain the current speed I have right now. So, like, as you can see, I'm going very fast right now. Alright, and then if I do this section correctly... wait. Dang it. It's such a hard thing to do. You can maintain your very fast speed here, and you can just go, like, absolutely flying. You know... It's not that important to play the game before you speedrun it. Honestly, every single new run you learn or something, just go in, just sight read the game. It's gonna go splendid. I can tell you that. No, it's not.
I'm getting a video feed. Saber's leaving the complex in the company of the FBI.
And yeah, I mean, this game is well built. Like, considering that we never found a glitch until 2017, that's 8 years of just, this game is just not broken. Granted, it's just heavily broken now because we discovered it, but it's because we spent, especially the last two months, discovering stuff.
Okay, team.
But in like it took us a lot to even find some of these glitches. I'll get into that into this chapter, because this chapter has a lot of those glitches that were discovered recently.
Ready for the infield.
And I'm ready for my film too.
Okay, let's head to the video security room and see if we can get a fix on where.
Now we're in the FBI headquarters, which it may seem absolutely absurd why we're here in this game, but if you know the story of the movie, this actually makes perfect sense. Saber actually just basically got he's being interrogated by the FBI because of SaberSense, and they're trying to figure out how to stop it, but we know that that's probably not going to help, and so that's why we're trying to get to him first. And so that's basically the whole point of this mission. Also, trying to get on here is very difficult without falling. Perfect. Just like that. I need that disc. Thank you. All right. All right. Oh, I actually need to go in this door. Thank you. Yeah. We don't officially get introduced to these guys, by the way. These are the water coolers. I don't know why they don't really get an introduction. They just appear. But yeah, we just gotta kill these guys. Just basically shoot the top of their heads. Just like that. This one's being a little annoying though. Come on. Oh wow. Oh no, that's not good. There we go. Jeez. There we go. You can see the actual beauty of these golden discs. They're actually like such a cool item, or such cool assets in the game. Especially with the high quality graphics that I'm running on. It's such a beautiful thing to look at sometimes. This game is always mesmerizing to when you really take a second to look at things. Alright. So what we're going to be doing now, hopefully I get this first try. If not, it doesn't really matter. We're going to try to lower our health here. Okay. Oh, dang. That was so close. I was like less than a second off. If I had died there right as I opened the door, this cutscene wouldn't have played. But again, it happens. It is decently difficult, but it's perfect because we get more lore now, which is the good thing. Perfect for the lore. Do it for the lore. There we go. Do it for the content. Do it for the lore.
Morris, hack into the system and find Saber.
Count on it. Got him. There's Saber.
I tell you, I don't know what has happened.
Just tell us how to make those waffle irons and toasters stop attacking everyone.
I keep telling you, I don't know. Unless it was Yanshu. He could...
Enough from you, Mr. Saber. Time to bring our working relationship to an end.
Who is this? Identify yourself.
Why don't I show you?
This cutscene always terrified me when I was playing this game as a kid.
Go! 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 Everyone out of here now!
Saber's gone, Darwin.
We're gonna be opening this little thing just so we can grab this key card. Hopefully I don't get shot. Gotta be careful. Here we go. We're gonna grab some ammo here. And then now we're just going to be killing some enemies. Alright.
Hey, catch that, Juarez? The appliances just moved right past FBI
Yeah,
security.
I mean, in
Saber
terms of like other Disney games or movies based on movies, games based on movies, this one is like one that actually it makes more sense the more you think about it. Because the lore is perfect. Oh, please, and all that. And in terms of the speedrun, this is very fun. Because every single level has something you need to at least practice once. Please don't shoot me. Yeah, I knew it. Oh, okay. Well, get away from me. Oh no. Did I get glued again? Yep. Classic. Anyways, we're out of that level.
Okay, Darwin.
From lack of sleep, that's valid. That is me right now. It's currently 4 a.m. and I'm doing a G4 speedrun. This is typical for me, but also it's a little bit... It's a little absurd for me to run at this current hour. But I'm having fun. That's all that matters. Is we all just have fun. That's all that really matters.
Emergency override. Look for a lever to pull.
Will do.
Attention. Emergency exit opening.
Alright, we're gonna grab a disc right here. Hopefully these enemies don't hit me. Usually they do by this point. Okay, nice.
Bridge is frozen the whole room. It's like an ice
Alright, we're gonna do an out of bounds here. So funny enough, so I ran this game for a GDQ hotfix, as seen on TV, back in January. I ran the any percent instead, and let's just say it was actually the week. My show was the week after GDQ or AGDQ, and so I was able to just talk to my showrunner and all that, get to meet her. Nicole, by the way. Just gonna make sure I'm fine. Yep, there we go. Go out of bounds here. And it was recently discovered that that trick that I just did was possible. And so in the middle of my hotfix run, we literally discovered this glitch. Or this skip right here. And I found it really funny because it was like, oh wow. Literally at the same time I'm doing this level, we discovered a way to completely skip it. Also, by the way, there we go. Perfect. That's the end of forensics. I actually got a gold there. That is actually the fastest I've done that.
Blaster, any ideas on getting to the other side of the building?
The first time save of my run.
More heights, great.
Oh, jeez. I need to actually look where I should look at my screen if I want to speedrun. I think looking at my monitor is a good thing when speedrunning games. It's just my personal opinion, though.
Okay,
there we go.
Blaster. Going up.
Yes. I absolutely love hotfix. Hotfix is the best, best way to spend an afternoon. Here, in Courtyard, there's a glitch that we're going to be doing here. Hopefully I get it. It doesn't really matter if I don't get it here, but the way this glitch worked was, I was doing a category called Gunless, and every single level was possible but this level. And so I spent 40 minutes trying to find a glitch to skip a fight, because you can't really fight him without the gun, or you need the gun to kill him. And so I spent 40 minutes and we discovered an out of bounds in a really hard way. Not even like 2 hours later, we discovered an out of bounds that's way more consistent. And here it is. Hopefully I get it.
I have more surprises, all ready and waiting just for you.
Close. Okay. We can land on a very small sliver there. We'll just do the fight here. It's not that bad. And basically this fight will basically allow us to that skip that I was trying to do allows us to skip this fight right here. And so when we discovered that we were able to skip this fight, I was very happy because one, it made the category that we were theorizing like as a challenge run, it finally became possible. But also this skip saves a minute overall, and that's a massive time save. That was one of the glitches that I had a major contributing factor to discovering. So I can gladly say that I take half credit in discovering that one, because that one was very awesome to discover. Also, you may be noticing I've been shooting these lamps so that these enemies will drop. If they drop by us hitting the lamps, that actually kills them instantly no matter what. And so we use that so we can kill all those enemies. That's also the enemy I just killed. There is also the enemy that we couldn't kill in the gunless category. Anyways, we have one more phase left, and this is the phase that I don't want to mess up. There we go. Perfect. This is the end of this level. Perfect. Let's kill these waffle irons, and then we're all set. There we go. So yeah, as you can see, that's one glitch that I discovered, or partly discovered. I'm not that good at the game where I'm able to discover glitches myself. I don't have the brain power for that. I'm able to execute the glitches in a run with semi-consistency. As you can see, we're doing some specific movement because we gotta deal with a lot of enemies in this level. A lot of enemies get in our way. Also, shoutouts to this guy not being able to really hit us for a bit. There we go, perfect. There's a CD right here. You can see that guy is completely bugging out. Oh, did I just lose him? There we go. That was actually a really good section. Usually that section just goes poorly because those enemies just will decide to just absolutely bully the heck out of you. But that actually went well. I'm actually really happy about that. So now we're into the second half of the level. This is my favorite part of the level because there are skips here that we can use to skip small sections, but still sections of the level. So we're gonna grab a disc right here. There we go. And then we're gonna use Mooch to get us over here. Grab this. Health upgrade, perfect. And then we're gonna land right around here. We can land between here. We use an out of bounds here. There we go. And if we do this correctly, we land in bounds with Mooch still out of bounds. We will maneuver out of bounds here. Gotta be really careful though. Okay, fly upwards. Just like that, perfect. Open this door. Grab this CD carefully. Oh. There we go. Cool. We have collected every item in the level. Now, just going to be completing the level normally. So there is a skip we can technically do later in that area or that room we were just in. However, it is decently difficult. I also semi-discovered it, but it's such a hard trick. Like, even the world record holder doesn't really go for it because it's such a... It's a decently inconsistent glitch. Please open the door. And so we don't really do it, but once we find a way to make it work better, we'll start implementing it, but for now, it's just something that's not worth doing. It's gonna work. I'm surprised. Jeez. Oh, can you please cooperate, please? Awesome. Love when enemies just decide to just kill me, and then that means he's alive still. Oh, that's surprising. Okay. Just these guys need to just not be annoying again. Flamethrower, come on. Come on, notice me. Oh my god. Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna play this safe now.
Whereas I've got my IR system uplinked to security.
Great. Hold on. There. Got Saber. He's not far away. Only 2 floors down. I've opened the office so you can get in, but you'll have to go outside again to get him in time.
Outside? Blaster, you there? I was hoping you had a handy vent I could use.
So now we're just gonna be going to the end of the level. I'm gonna freeze here, aren't I? Please don't hit me. Okay, good.
Me against the vacuum team.
What? What just happened there? That's never happened either. Wow. Alright, now we're in the armory. This is a very fun level to practice sometimes. We're gonna do an immediate out of bounds. Okay, grab this CD right here. Flip and bounds right here. Line ourselves up. This has no collision. What are walls, am I right? Flip inbounds here. And just grab this golden disc.
Got the data disc. Heading to a kiosk now. We can start warming this party up.
We're gonna activate these alarm clocks at the top just so they don't get in our way later. Walls are indeed a concept. Okay. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh, that sucks. I tried to kill him, but it didn't work. Okay, we do need that disc, so we're gonna have to go back, unfortunately. Go. Oh my god, please stop grabbing me. Now we are gonna death warp. Now, there we go. Now we're gonna buy the flamethrower. go. Flip out of bounds here. Normally we would use the grapple gun and all that here, but we can just do that and that's way quicker. And that was we only discovered that was quicker because we don't ever get the grapple anymore in any percent. So we're like, let's try this, and it's actually faster.
I actually got the elevator moving.
But yeah, oops, did I activate the enemies? Maybe? Question mark? I did not. That was really close. That should have activated those enemies that spawn around there. But somehow they didn't, so that's good. Yep, just like that, and that's the end of that level. Wow.
Street Saber's elevator. Mr. Saber? Mr. Saber, can you hear me? You must
You know,
to the ground. Mr. Saber, don't
this
listen
is
to that
the part of the lore where it becomes more confusing, but still cohesive.
Trust me. That's Yanshu speaking. You must get to the ground floor. That's a trap, Mr. Saber. Don't listen to him. A chopper is flying to the roof now. There is no chopper. Mr. Saber, don't do it.
Enough. I'm heading to
Yeah.
the roof. Now. Tell the
Such
chopper
a
I'm
it's a little thing most people don't notice. It's such to power those elevators and all that. It's very common, and I feel like, not to be like a theorist about this game, I am Matt Pat from Game Theory, but yeah, Saber has a lot of those in the mansion and in the facility, so I don't know. I'm gonna buy all the ammo capacities here, just for the fact that we're playing on a harder difficulty. But yeah, like, why would he have all these different machines that are powered by hamsters? I don't know. This game is very interesting. So yeah, now we're just gonna be having an enemy boss rush. So we're just gonna be fighting a lot of enemies. I gotta be really careful here because I gotta make sure I don't die as much here because I only have two lives. Oh, that's great. That's my fault. Game is... I don't know why it's doing that. That's really weird. Should be fixed now, though. I love the way this game is captured sometimes. It just decides to just bug out. Okay, here we go. Yes, very true. The hamsters or guinea pigs do get a little hungry, so we gotta give them a break. Especially since this entire game, the time span of this game is all happening within the same day. So these guinea pigs are definitely getting really tired. Please, please. Try to shoot the dish. Oh wow. Yep, I love getting bullied. You can see how good the fighting in this game is. It's very fun. Oh wow, we survived. So we're on the final phase of this area, thankfully. Feels good actually doing that with a hard difficulty for the first time in a while, and then also just having to kill these enemies. Honestly, that was pretty good. That was a really good fight. Also, fun fact, this computer is just bugging out right now. Yeah, now we're on the final chapter. This is this is not my favorite, but it's a good chapter anyways.
Listen, Mr. Saber, you're safe now. Tell me, how do we stop Saber Sense?
This isn't Saber Sense. Not the way it was supposed to be. Yanshu twisted everything.
How do we stop it?
Only by destroying the Saber Sense satellite communications at my complex.
And that will stop Saber Sense worldwide?
Yes. Well, where are you?
Don't worry. You just wait there. Agents are on their way. G-Force, time to rendezvous and finish Saber Sense off once and for all.
Alright. So yep, just one more chapter left. We have one more golden disc left, and then I don't even know how many silver discs. I believe 8 more. Yeah, not much else left. Just basically running around a bit, and then we're done.
The schematics indicate that you will have to enter the complex via the lower access doors. I will mark them on your mission computer.
Thanks, Ben. And I'm heading in now.
Nice. First try. Usually destroying those satellites are like a pain, but we actually got that really quickly. Okay.
If you see anything come up behind me, let me know.
I'm just not gonna deal with these guys. Gotta be careful. There we go. And yeah, as you can see, there's a golden disc hidden in there.
If it's here, under all this high security, there must be a reason. Horace, any ideas?
I'm sending a signal direct to Ben. He might know what it is, but you're right. If it's here, it must be.
Oh wow, I just got comboed. That's insane. Oh geez, there's too many. Oh no. Okay, good thing I got sent there. I just got absolutely jump scared by the vacuums. Live jump scare reaction. What just hit me? Oh, he's not dead. Oh, that's not good. Okay. I can back this up though. Okay, this has happened to me before. Okay. There we go. No! I sent it back down! Okay, we need to kill this guy first. This guy is relentless. Oh my goodness. Wow. Yep. Absolutely insane. Absolute cinema. Oh no. Oh, come on. Really? You can see why I don't like this level. Okay. Thanks. That's awesome. Cool. Now we have the Nano Hacker version 2. That's our final golden disc of the run. We are not going to buy it because we don't need to get it.
I'm on it.
What we are going to do, though, is we're going to get on top of this vending machine. Just like this. There's usually a barrier there that blocks us, but if we use Mooch to go backwards, the game just gets confused and will just let us get past that barrier. Get this final CD in this level, and we're done with this level.
Darwin, we have to shut down the satellite
So,
control center fast.
do we remember the scientists from earlier in the game? Please, let me use it. We're actually going to be needing their help right now for a key card.
I'm with a special unit called G-Force. I could use some help here. Like, how do I shut down this control center? And fast.
G-Force, huh? You sound awfully familiar.
Clock's ticking, guys.
Okay, here's what you do.
So,
Disable the main
in all the
satellite
chaos that we witnessed in the previous chapters, thankfully the scientists are safe. Although we didn't save them officially in this run, story-wise, they were saved.
So you can open the door in there. Good luck.
Are you sure that's a good idea, Elaine? I mean, what if it's intercepted?
Intercepted? It won't be intercepted. You are such a worrier. All right, G-Force man, get ready.
Okay, we're gonna do a little thing here. We die right as we activate this cutscene, so we're able to just get to that area. Oh, please. We're gonna activate this, and then if I have enough height... Oh, I don't. Okay. I'm gonna activate that just for now. We're gonna switch out to our magnetic grapple. Alright. We wait a little bit. So I'm gonna do something cool. Right. Oh, wow, I'm being bullied. Okay. There we go. I'm gonna grab some ammo here. Alright. Just like that. Perfect. Plasma gun.
Okay, Warriors, I've reached the communication control, but I've got to
And destroy that guy's little thing.
the best way forward.
It's gotta be a door controlled by a key card in that room. Just activate it right
Wow.
there.
Thanks.
Okay.
I'll do this without
Sure.
you.
Whatever just happened there just happened. The door just immediately opened, which I'm surprised it did that. Alright. We no longer need the grapple, so we're just gonna be going here.
Warriors, Yanshu's doing a better than good job keeping me away from that satellite dish. In other words, I'm trapped. Any ideas,
Perfect.
guys?
Nanohacker might be ideal for this situation. Try it out and see what happens.
Great plan, Blaster. I'll do just that.
Should work. We'll see. Oh, barely. That's really unfortunate. We'll go for it one more time. Oh, jeez. Okay, so that's Let's go deal with those guys. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Okay, that was close. That was really scary. I don't think I mentioned, if I'm currently at 0 health or 0 lives, if I had died there, I would have to redo a large chunk of this level. So I did not want to deal with that.
Heading to the satellite complex now. How we doing,
I don't
team?
think I got that, so I'm gonna try it again. There we go. Perfect. And yep, that's the end of that level.
Good. Let's wrap this mission up.
I don't think so, Darwin. It's time for you to witness the true power of my ultimate creation.
Unfortunately, one of my favorite cutscenes in this game, we are skipping it. But basically, Yanshu has basically just used one of the satellites he has control over to basically just destroy another satellite and just causing absolute havoc.
Okay, I found the generator for the control room. But I'm gonna need some power cores to get it running again. Oren, can you do a scan?
Doing it now. Okay, got him. They're nearby. I've marked their location under
And so we realize that we have to move fast to basically stop it. So we're very close to the main satellite. Here we're gonna do a duplication, by the way, one that we saw earlier, just like that. And so we got to move fast to stop Yanshu. Alright. More waiting. We gotta kill this microwave right here. Just like that.
You wanted it. You got it.
Come on. There we go. We're gonna be adjusting these by a little bit. Making sure I get the proper angle for this. Right there, that should be fine for that one. Then this one we adjust just so we can get to that door just like that. Oh, perfect. That should work. And then just gonna position ourselves in a way. Now we need the height. There we go. That should destroy the box. Perfect. Grab this final disc in this level. Make sure I don't get hit. There we go. Alright, now we have our final power core in, and now we can just go to the end of the level. And so, basically what we have left now is 2 CDs and then 2 levels left. The final 2 CDs are in the next level. So we're pretty much done with this run. But yeah.
Whoa, you guys see the size of this dish? A lot bigger than I thought.
The bigger they are, D.
Just got some intel from the Saberlink database. The schematics show that the dish is controlled by 2 power
There are certain strats we're gonna do in this level. Firstly, we're gonna do this little skip here to skip having some enemies to spawn.
Got it. I've learned to always expect the unexpected with Yanshu.
Remove the 2 power cores
Oh
from the
wow,
base of the
I'm surprised
dish
that
and
didn't
shut
work.
it down.
Go. We're gonna grab this disc. And now we have 1 more left to go. Go. Now we're going to be taking out these power cores so that we can deactivate this satellite so it can come into a height that we can actually get to.
On my way.
Oh dang, that's rather unfortunate. Alright, sometimes that skip does not work, so you just gotta go end up killing these CD players. Their weakest thing is the flamethrower. They do not like the flamethrower. There you go. Oh, don't kill me, please. There you go. Just need to kill those guys to open this door. Oh, dang. Okay. All right. That somehow landed on that. Wow. All right. Making sure this final one says the correct thing. Perfect. And that is, we have 100% of the game now. Now we just got to beat the game.
Come this far, time to finish it.
Yeah, we just have one more objective to do in this level. It's to deactivate this this satellite, so we're just going to be lining ourselves up. Make sure I have speed though. There we go. There we go. All right, we're almost done. And then I get to go back to bed.
You guys see this? Looks like it's showtime.
Okay. Perfect. We're gonna flamethrower with these irons. The reason we do this is because I just want to make sure they don't shoot me in the middle of the air. They have done that before. Alright. Nice. Perfect. So that is... Whoa, what just happened there? Alright. That is the final thing we have to do with Darwin. We're done playing as Darwin. However, we do have a plot twist that comes up here. I'll spoil it now since we skipped this cutscene. However, remember how we were talking about Yanshu and how he's the evil character? The plot twist is Speckles from earlier in the game is actually Yanshu, and he wants to control the world and destroy it. And so now it's up to us to stop Speckles. And so Mooch is now inside of this device that he has made called Clusterstorm, which is just a big collection, big monster of all the appliances. And so it is our task to completely shut him down and just absolutely destroy him. So here we're going to go out of bounds, skipping a good portion of this area, and we're going to go into this final room of the run, where we got to put in 4 power cores into the center core to deactivate him.
What's this? A fly in the ointment. Nothing I can't spot.
Mooch, those things are out to destroy the cores. You have to stop them fast.
Alright, this is the third one. Time will be coming up in about 15 seconds. Alright, get ready on time. And time. Alright. That has been GeForce 100%. I want to give some shout outs to the GeForce community for really revolutionizing the way we speedrun this game. I remember relearning this game in August of last year and already having so many skips and like the world record being at a 114. And not even like starting from January, like late January to now, we have saved like 10 minutes worth of time save that we discovered in just that time span from late January to mid February. It's just insane what we've been able to do, and I just want to give shout outs to them. I want to give shout outs to my friends watching and all that. And yeah, where will I be? I will be on Multithon next. I will be speedrunning Banjo-Tooie, no bit clips, any percent no bit clips. That's gonna be on Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or is it Eastern Standard Time? I think it's Central Standard Time. And then after that, in April, I'm gonna be speedrunning Uncanny Cat Golf, any percent burst for Midwest Speed Fest. So that's gonna be another fun event. And yeah, you can find me on twitch.tv/ad129sr. My Twitter is just ad129sr, and then my Blue Sky is ad129. I have a YouTube channel as well where I upload highlights. I'm starting to make more speedrun documentary style videos. And yeah, that's it for me, and thank you for letting me do this run. Bye.